Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Going in Blind. So today we have another Final Fantasy X deck, this is gonna be a Hidden Hope add-ins episode, because yeah, Hidden Hopes just dropped and gave us everything that we were looking for. We actually needed another backup for fire in Cat 10, and we finally got it right there with Auron. We also got another Ject, so we are going to be doing a swap, putting a pain out and a Ject out, and putting the two new Auron and Jects in, so that we can have a more consistent deck now that we can have a third backup and a Ject that, even though costs more, I think it's a little bit better in my opinion. But yeah, we're gonna swap those out, put these two somewhere else, and see what happens with that. Okay, so yeah, that Auron was very, very important because we only had two Lulus, and that was it. We had the Lulu here, another Lulu, and then the Tidus, and we would take Tidus out to leave Ject in, but that Tidus is actually filling in a strategy for Vraska. So what's gonna happen with this deck in the future is, if we get another fire card, we're actually going to be taking out the whole Vraska package and making a summoner deck with this guy as the leader, since he has all three elements, and we can actually make a summoner deck with Yuna and with Yunalesca and with Vraska, and it's going to be just the summons. And now there's gonna be more summons, because there's two Balafor, and we actually got an Anima summon, and there's two Bahamut, and the Ifrit, and the final Aeon. So that's 6 cards right there. Then we got two Vraskas, we have a bunch of Yunas, and the two Yunalescas in water. So then that means we actually got a deck that's 15. We could add or subtract some to get a better balance, but yeah, that's actually gonna be our first actual legitimate 3-element deck. So that's pretty cool. There's not an 3-element card out yet in terms of cost, but there is a 4-element one, which is the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy 1. So we can actually assume this is somewhat of a commander identity situation, and just say that Vraska is going to be the leader of the deck, and that we can actually get 3 elements inside that deck. We've tried to do a 3-element deck before. It has not worked out well because there's not enough backups to keep them going around, okay? But in this case, we can actually have Vraska deal really well, because there's actually good support in fire and water and wind in terms of backups for summoners, because the summoners are backups too. So we are only going to be needing a little bit more push for Vraska, for which we can actually bring in the Tidus and bring in the what is it? The Bahamuts and things like that, which we can just pitch for to actually strengthen that Bahamut and that final Aeon situation, as well as Vraska's want to have the summons in the graveyard, so we can actually use the summons as the CP for our stuff, to then bring summons back or exile them to do damage. So it's also serving. It's kind of like a discard to play from the grave, or discard to exile, and then once we exile, we get a really powerful effect that we couldn't otherwise if we had it discarded just to play it. So that's pretty cool stuff, and it's actually gonna be a summoner deck with summons in Cat 10, which we haven't seen yet in this situation that we're building around. But yeah, that's gonna be the future of the Vraska deck, and everything else would then be fire. So all the Jects and Auron will still stay there. There's probably gonna be another Ject somewhere around there. But yeah, that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, as well as like, share, subscribe, and follow for more. Okay, peace out.